What's up everyone, MeGP2 here, and in today's video we have level 50 Sewaddle. Now this thing, I always thought it would be kind of fun because it's typing, well it does have 2 double weaknesses, it is pretty good into the stuff that it isn't weak to. And it has a couple double resistances, like ground and grass, and that allows it to be a lot of fun. Because there are quite a few Pokemon that are ground and water that are in the meta right now. And like, they're not as prevalent as they used to be, but you'll still see the occasional Quagsire and Whiscash. And there is Gastrodon, which is annoying. Now, Gastrodon does rely pretty much on fast move pressure from Mudslap. It relies pretty heavily on that, and, well, Body Slam and Earth Power. But a lot of the damage does come from Mudslap, which makes it a pretty RPS Pokemon, just because it's a ground-type move. And Sewaddle, since it has a double resistance to ground, just absolutely destroys it. And that's just quite a bit of fun. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Let's get to the battles. Alright, so into the first battle, and we lead Lapras into a Grovyle. I think that's how you pronounce it. Regardless, not that good of a lead because this thing's just a Leaf Blade spammer, so I will send out Whimsicott. Opponent sends out a Alolan Sandslash. I kind of needed to bait this out anyways, but still not ideal. I do get a Moonblast attack debuff, which is actually really nice because I'll be able to live this Ice Punch now, and I won't be able to make it to another Moonblast, but I'll be able to make it to a Seed Bomb. Might get a shield, I don't know. It doesn't, but it should get them into about Psywave downrange. They're going to go for a move here, doesn't matter. It's not going to take me out. Drill Run does not do much. They try to get a Leaf Blade snipe with Grovyle, and they are going to throw a double resisted Leaf Blade. Now, this thing does have Aerial Ace, so I do have to be careful about that, but they're going to be going for an Aerial Ace. Now, I'll throw on 8, go for a Silver Wind. The thing about Silver Wind, it does have that 10% chance to get a boost, but it's only a 10% chance. Now the opponent, they're going for another Aerial Ace, and then they send out Sandslash again. Now I send out Lapras, they're going to Drill Run me, and if they send out Grovyle, I think it just gets farmed down. They're low enough where it should just get farmed down. So if they want to do that, they'll get farmed down, and now let's see what they have in the back. And they have Unova Stunfisk. Now, Unova Stunfisk, it's kind of an RPS Pokemon, or at least I've heard it described as such, but Sewaddle completely destroys it due to its grass typing, and all the bug typing, since that's also a thing on Sewaddle, means that Mud Bomb, it's not only single resisted, it's double resisted. It does nothing. The opponent just has to concede the match to a Sewaddle. We see a Shadow Granbull lead in the next battle. Pretty good lead for us. Charm hits decently hard, but it's not going to be too threatening. I'll make it to an Aria. This will be threatening to them. And now I think I'll be able to make it to a move before they do, but I do want to throw on good timing, and that does mean that they'll throw the move before I get to one. They close combat me, debuffs their defense, they switch out. They send out Greninja. Now this is pretty abysmal for the Greninja, but they actually get a Night Slash boost. They still probably shouldn't be shielding that. I think it's a misplay on their end, just because of the fact that Night Slash still will not KO, and now they're just down a shield, and they're going to be down Switch. They can probably send out Granbull and get a farm down here, or Beedrill. That's an interesting one. But now, the opponent is going to throw a move here. I probably could have thrown the Skull Bash instantly, and they're going to go for a Fellstinger. Fellstinger probably was threatening at that range, or I might have been able to get sniped. But I needed that Skull Bash to land there, because if I Skull Bash the Granbull, I just lose, because then I have nothing into the Beedrill. Anyways, though, since we did get rid of the Beedrill, we can Seed Bomb the Granbull, take him out. We do take that game. Into the next battle, and we lead Lapras into a Kanto Marowak. This is a very good matchup for us because Sparkling Aria hits for devastating damage, and we severely outpace them to a Rock Slide. I'm able to go for 2 extra Psywaves before throwing, just to make sure I'm throwing on proper timing. And now, they can go for a Rock Slide here. I'm not a Shadow Lapras. I will live a Rock Slide, and I'll be able to go for another Sparkling Aria. Now, Sparkling Aria, if this gets their shield, I'm just immediately sending out Whimsicott. Whimsicott, the opponent actually is farming up more, not sure why, and then they lose CMP. I'll be able to go for a Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb will just take them out, and now we'll see what they send in. I have a 2 shield advantage, and I have basically 2 full health Pokemon at this point. Like, both of them, 2 Pokemon are at half health, but it's fine. I'll be able to go for a Moonblast. Moonblast will be able to hit for devastating damage into Drapion. If that was a Shadow, that would just be a full one-shot. And now I'll send out Lapras, and they have Jump Off. This game is basically immediately over. especially because they're on Infestation, which hits 4 super effective damage. If they were on Fairy Wind, okay, but Infestation's going to deal even more damage. Now, I will be able to go for Silver Wind. If I get a boost, I can win, but I don't even get a boost. And I'm pretty sure even with a boost, Aerial Ace would still just destroy Sewaddle. Basically have to let it go, and I'm not going to be able to make it to a Skull Bash in time here. I don't think an Aria KOs. So yeah, they're just going to Aerial Ace me, and we do lose that game. Into the next battle, and we lead Lapras into Quagsire. If they're on Mud Bomb plus Aqua Tail, this is pretty good, but I'm going to just immediately send out Whimsicott because I have 2 better responses in the back with Sewaddle. So now I'm going to go for a Moonblast. Moonblast into this Whimsicott will hit for devastating damage, and we get the attack debuff. Very nice, because now their Moonblast is not threatening at all. They can Moonblast me, well, it still does a lot, but it's not really that threatening. But so now, if they want to send out Quagsire, they can, but they're going to have to eat a Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb will obviously get a shield, because I'm pretty sure that just fully KOs. And I make it to another one. This will also just fully KO, so they have to double shield. At this point, I'm just going to send out Sewaddle. Even if they have Stone Edge, I don't think it takes me out. Opponent goes to remove. It's a Mud Bomb. It does like nothing. And then in the back, it's Umbreon. So now they're getting core broken by a Sewaddle. It's absolutely hilarious. I'm going to go for a Silver Wind. No boost, unfortunately. But at this point, I do realize I can probably just double shield, farm them down, and leave with a Seed Bomb to throw into the Quagsire. So that's exactly what I'm going to be going for here. I'll shield the opponent. They went for Psychic there, and they went for Dark Pulse. And now that means they're 4 off. I farm them down by that point. Opponent realizes that, and they just concede the match. We see a Pidgeot lead in the next battle. This is kind of like the best possible lead to see with the Lapras, considering my team, because if I see this in the back, I just lose. And now the opponent, they're going to go for a move here. I'm pretty sure it's a Feather Dance. Yeah, it's a Feather Dance. It's fine, though, because at this point, Sparkling Aria does KO anyways, because they no-shielded the first. Typically, you want to shield the one that comes before you debuff them. This opponent apparently didn't realize that. They then send in Tentacruel, and I'm pretty sure I've already lost. They're going to go for a move here. I'm going to catch it onto Whimsicott. It's an Acid Spray, and look at this. I don't even get a move. I can send back out Lapras, but they're not going to stay in there. They're going to send out Whiscash. I have to Sparkling Aria them, and then I have to go for another one because my Switch Clock's not up. Regardless, I'm pretty sure I just lose no matter what. They can shield, and they'll go for a move. They can't farm me down, but I'm going to have to send out Sewaddle. Sewaddle hopefully can get to enough moves to take out Tentacruel, but I don't think it will. You can see Mud Bomb doesn't do much, and then they send out Tentacruel. 1 Seed Bomb doesn't KO. I'll need 3 Seed Bombs total, or just farm them down. And I'm not making it to 2 more Seed Bombs, because they'll shield the first. They Acid Spray me. Yeah, we're just not winning that. We get fully farmed down and we lose that game. We see a Shadow Sandslash lead in the next battle. Opponent, safe switches Primeape. This is not the best counter switch. I probably should have sent out Whimsicott, but I know from experience that Primeape can flip that. So there really isn't that much I can do against a safe switch Primeape. I am going to shield a Rage Fist so I can go for a Silver Wind. Maybe if I get a boost, I might be able to keep switch, but it's not that likely. They shield, and they're just going to go for another Rage Fist. At this point, there's not much I can do. I'm just going to let them Rage Fist me. I'm going to send out Whimsicott. I know I can probably tank 1 Rage Fist here, but it's triple boosted, so I don't want to take that risk. I do just decide to go for a full farm down, and we'll see where we go. Opponent sends out the Sandslash, and then in the back, yeah, it's Mandibuzz. This game, it's looking pretty much over at this point, but I do get a Skull Bash. This is really important because I'm able to buff my defense before a move hits, so now all their moves are going to be doing basically a lot less damage than they would. So because of that, I'm able to tank a lot more hits than I would. This Mandibuzz is on Foul Play. You don't see that very often anymore. I will Sparkling Aria them just because I can. And now I am going to tank another move here because their Sandslash, the fast move pressure from it is non-existent because they're on Powder Snow. Now they are going to send out the Sandslash again, and I'm going to Sparkling Aria them. If this is a drill run, I think Whimsicott makes 2 Seed Bombs and gets enough into the Mandibuzz, but it's not. The opponent, they went for an Ice Punch, and now they try and farm me down. That's not working. And now they have to shield the Aria, and I'm just going to be able to make it to a Seed Bomb with Whimsicott. We get the combo play, Sandslash removed from the field, And now Mandibuzz has to eat a Moonblast. So the opponent, I don't know if that is kind of a misplay or if we were winning that either way, but regardless, their method of playing guarantees that I win. We see a Pelipper lead the next battle. This is pretty good because they have to go for a Hurricane to hit for any meaningful damage, and then they safe switch a Bastiodon. When I was battling this, I saw this, and I was so mad because if I had a Primeape or anything in the back that was like going to be able to hit Bastiodon for super effective, I just win that game on the spot. A Primeape, I just leave like quad boosted out of the Bastiodon matchup, and they have absolutely nothing against that. I don't have a good response though. I either have a Sewaddle or a Whimsicott. So I'm not really able to punish that play, which is really infuriating. Because if they do that play like against any other team, they just lose on the spot, and it's kind of infuriating. Now, if they want to get a full farm down with Claude, they can get it, but they're going to have to sacrifice quite a bit of HP. I send out Sewaddle because Sewaddle does tank a Stone Edge, and now I'll be sending back out Lapras. Lapras does not tank a Stone Edge very well, and so they're going to go for that. I'm going to shield it, and now they can send in Pelipper. Now, I will be letting this move go. It's only a Weather Ball, but the thing is, Weather Ball, it's going to add up. They already have quite a bit of energy. At this point, I know this game's over. It's really infuriating that I can't beat a Bastiodon safe switcher, especially because most of my other teams would be able to crush that, but with the team that I'm running now, I just don't win this. I can go for another Aria. This will get a shield, and maybe if Sewaddle can make a Seed Bomb, but it doesn't have enough energy. We're going to be losing this game, and this is actually a really infuriating game to lose because most other teams would just crush that Bastiodon safe switch. We see a Claude's early in the next battle, probably the best place to see it. Psywave hits are super effective, so does Aria. Now I'm going to throw the Sparkling Aria. This will get them, I think, a bit into the yellow. The opponent is going to then safe switch Greninja. Now Whimsicott approves of this safe switch because we're going to destroy it. So they're going to go for Night Slash. No boost for them this time, and I'll be able to go for Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb will just take him out. Opponent recognizes that there's absolutely no reason to shield there, and then they send out Claude there. Claude loses CMP, and that's pretty good, because now they have to commit a shield. It is CMP, or the game was weird right there. Sludge Bomb will take me out, and I'm going to send back out Lapras. Since they've shown they have Sludge Bomb, I'm not shielding, because they're either Sludge Bomb and Earthquake, or they're like a Mad Lad who's Sludge Bomb and Stone Edge, but they're not. So now I'm going to be able to go for an Aria. Aria takes him out, and then what do they have in the back? They have Scrafty. Now, Scrafty counters resisted, and I thought I'd be fancy and no shield the power up Punch Bait, but it's just foul play. And now I think my Sewaddle gets countered down. So I should have shielded. I have shields. I might as well lose them. Sorry, I might as well use them. But yeah, I still win this, thankfully, because Lapras will make it to an Aria. But yeah, there's no point in no shielding that, because counter, it's not that good of a energy gaining move anymore. So I probably would have been able to just safely shield both moves anyways. But it's fine, we make an Aria and we win anyways. We see Lapras into Sableye in the next battle. Psywave hitting for resisted means that I'm going to be safe switching out, and I send out Whimsicott. I'm just going to immediately Seed Bomb them. I'm not bothering making it to a Moonblast. Seed Bomb will hit for a decent amount of damage anyway. Opponent farms up a bit and then sends out Galarian Weezing. Now, yes, Whimsicott's walled here, but Moonblast, pretty good move, and the opponent gets debuff. It's not useful here because Sludge will probably KO anyways. Even from full health, that probably KOs. But with Lapras, that means that they're not going to be able to do as much damage as they normally would. So they're going to go for a Sludge, not going to be able to hit for too much, and I'm just going to be able to fully Psywave them down after they go for this move. The opponent makes it to an Overheat though, and suddenly this is awkward because now my Lapras is pretty low. They send out Credilli, and I do have Sewaddle. I'm worried about Rock Tomb KOing because it probably would, and so I'm going to have to shield. That debuff comes through regardless whether or not I shield it, which is kind of annoying because now I'm debuffed. I will Silver Wind, no boost, yet again, and they're going to be able to go for another Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb, going to get my final shield, and at this point I'm just going to go for Silver Wind. Opponent, if they shield it, we have an Aria, so I'm going to throw one more Bug Bite and then send out Lapras. Lapras will just be able to Sparkling Aria them, and then they send out Sableye. Now the opponent, they can go for a foul play here, or they can Dazzling Gleam me, that works too. Are they on Dazzling Gleam and Power Gem? They must be. There's no reason to go for a Dazzling Gleam there if you have foul play. They Dazzling Gleam me again, but Sewaddle has some respectable bulk, so it's able to hang on. We're able to go for Silver Wind, and we're able to take him out. Into the next battle, and we lead Lapras into Blossom. Pretty bad lead. I'm going to safe switch Whimsicott. Opponent farms up a bit, and then sends out Salazzle. This is not good at all. Not only are we walled, but everything's double resisted. They still decide to shield, though, and I'm not able to make it to another Moonblast. I'll be able to go for a Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb will grab both shields from them. Like, Salazzle's not that glassy. It's not like you're running a Sharpedo or something. So now, I'll be able to just let this Poison Fang go through. Opponent appears to have lagged a bit there. And now I'm going to turn on Do Not Disturb because someone texted me. But now I'm going to be going for Sparkling Aria. Sparkling Aria will take them out now. And now they can send out Blossom, but I'm just going to catch the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade, we've seen it from other Pokemon. It's going to do nothing because it's double resisted. Now the opponent is farming up a bit, and then they send out Marshtomp. The opponent, I don't know if they're lagging here or not, or if they just completely gave up. But yeah, we're going to be able to go for Seed Bomb. And yeah, I think the opponent did force quit the app there. Seed Bomb, goodbye Marshtomp. And yeah, the opponent does appear to have force quit the app. I don't know if they were lagging and force quit the app, or if they force quit the app out of rage, but we were winning this no matter what. I will just go for the Bug Bite farm down, and we will be able to take this game. Into the final battle, and we lead Lapras into a Shadow Electrode. Very bad. I'm going to throw a couple Psywaves and defer the Volt Switch. Opponent sends out Shadow Typhlosion. And this really could not be going any worse. This is looking to just be a full RPS game. I'm going to Seed Bomb them, and then I get Damage Registration Error, and I make a Moonblast. Now, this is big. Moonblast hits for a ton of damage, and we get the debuff. I'm going to no shield here. I'm expecting a Thunder Punch, but they Blast Burn me. Even debuff, that hits for a lot of damage. But now, opponent has the Electrode, but I have Sewaddle. They have a Drapion, though, and this is looking to just be a full RPS game, which, like, come on. And so now, I'm going to go for a Silver Wind. Silver Wind into the Drapion, gets a shield, and somehow this is looking playable. I don't know how, but it is. I'm going to let this go because Crunch will take me out, and there's no point in letting Sewaddle live anymore. Sounds brutal, actually, when I look back at how I phrased that. But now I'm going to go for Sparkling Aria. It takes out the Drapion, and now they have the Electrode, but I have a shield. So I think I actually have managed to overcome full RPS here. They go for a Thunderbolt. I'm going to shield it. I'm pretty sure that even if they had to discharge there, I would make it to the Sparkling Aria anyways, and we are able to take him out and take that game. Overall, this thing is not that bad, actually. Sewaddle it's still a level 50 baby Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but it has some respectable bulk. Like, the Stone Edge from Clodsire that it tanked, didn't even put it into the red. Like, most level 50s I run, that would probably just one-shot them anyways. Like, Fomantis would probably just get fully one-shot by that. And as a result, it's actually quite a bit of fun to run. It's also getting buffed next season. Bug Bite's going to go from a Water Gun clone to a Dragon Breath clone, meaning it's going to do 1 more damage. So I'll probably make a video about that when that happens, just because of the fact that it will probably get some breakpoints with that, which might make it a bit more usable, even more than it is now, because this thing isn't even that unusable. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.